Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I want to show you guys some high-rated 2v2 double rogue gameplay. We actually got the highest rogues on ladder. I'm really excited about that. But first, I want to show you guys the new Xaryu t-shirts that were just released. I have t-shirts, tank tops, long sleeve, baseball, crew neck, hoodies as well, and a bunch of different sizing, male and female. Here is the design. You can get them in a bunch of different colors. I'm loving this design. Mine comes in the mail really soon, so I can't wait to pick it up. I'll have the link down below, guys, if you want to pick up an official Xaryu shirt. But real quick here too, let's look at the ladder. There is Roastmaster and Schwapex. Double rogue. We are the highest rogues on the 2v2 ladder, playing double sub rogue. Super excited about that. We've been doing really well on ladder recently, despite all of the rogue nerfs, and let's jump into some rogue games. Alright guys, so right off the bat here, we're playing double rogue on Blacker Cold Arena into Restoration Druid and an Arms Warrior. I'm still playing Soothing Darkness, playing Master of Subtlety for a little bit more damage, and we've been kind of experimenting with Phantom Assassin versus Thieves Bargain, depending on the team that we're fighting. But we're finding now that Thieves Bargain got nerfed a little bit. Vanish is a 45-second cooldown anyway, that Phantom Assassin's better in a lot of matchups. We were fighting a lot of Resto Shamans and a lot of Death Knights in 2v2, as you'll see here in the upcoming games. This is one comp that we don't fight too often, but I think here we can play kind of either one. But if we want to just kill in two goes, Phantom Assassin's really the way to go because we get a little bit more burst right away here against the Resto Druid, not the Resto Shaman, and the Arms Warrior. We're going to sap the Druid full with a full kidney shot onto the Warrior, and I'm going to pop all of my cooldowns. I'm going to dance Cold Blood, symbols here. I might even use Gormaz, and we're going to do a long CC chain onto the Resto Druid. Here I'm just spamming Shadow Strike because Shadow Strike does go through parries, and we get the full blind on the Druid's Trinket. Warrior's getting very low. He does War Banner. He does Shockwave us. Trinket the Shockwave. War Banner goes down, and the blind does fade. So right here at this moment, guys, we have both of their trinkets. Okay, we have the skin, and the Rallying Cry is about to fade, but with the skin, the Cenarian Ward, and the Druid now out of CC, we're not going to actually land this kill, especially since we are both feared. What we have to keep in mind is, if we just vanish with the bleed on us, the bleed's going to take us out, so we're going to have to vanish at a good time. So right now, I can't just vanish because I have a bleed for 7 seconds, right? The Warrior's just going to find me, and I'm going to die, and we lose. So I'm kiting away. The bleed has 0 seconds left, and now is when I get my restyle. Step to my partner, cloak off the dots, get the vanish. And since we're playing Thieves Bargain, Vanish is only a 35-second cooldown, and we can kind of just reset. Now, since the Druid has no trinket, and since the Warrior has no trinket, we can go on either one. We can sap the Warrior or blind the Warrior into a kidney shot and all in the Druid. Or, if we want to, we can sap the Druid and do another go on the Warrior. But since this time they have no trinkets, if we just do triple sap, kidney shot, blind type of CC on the off target, whatever that may be, and all in the other guy, we should just win. Now we pretty much want to go really soon here because we have Cold Blood back up, we have Gormaz back up, Symbols and Dance back up. I don't have blind, but my partner still does, and we have Vanish here in 10 seconds. So we're getting ready to do our next go. The eyes come out at 23:30, so eyes are up like right now. As you see, the eye just came up. My rogue's actually going to get the eye, vanish with the eye, and since he did that, he can actually find the Druid and sap the Druid. So I'm sapping the Warrior, he saps the Druid, and here we decide to actually sprint in and go on the Druid since we get him in cat form in that sap. We throw down the smoke bomb, Warrior comes in, Warrior gets full blinded, the Barkson comes out, we get that Reed cheap shot into the quarter cheap shot, Gormaz coming out, Belf Silence, and the Druid does go down. So we didn't have to do that. We didn't have to go Druid. We could have just sapped the Druid and went Warrior, but since the Druid was in cat form and we had him in that sap and he had no trinket, we decided to just go ahead and put all of our damage into the Restoration Druid. Alright guys, and now I'm going to show you guys a bunch of games versus Resto Shaman, Frost, Death Knight. Get a lot of questions on how we beat this composition since it is so popular on ladder. We are playing Phantom Assassin in this matchup for the most part instead of Thieves Bargain. That's going to allow us to have 1 or 2 strong goes, really strong goes, and we're not going to be able to reset as much, but we find that that's more effective to have fewer strong goes than more frequent weaker goes against this exact team, right? And what I really want to keep in mind, guys, is in all of these games that I'm about to show you, our strategy changes based on trinkets, based on positioning, and based on Earth Shield, and I'm going to walk you guys through that as these games go on. So right away, it's a Blood Elf Death Knight. Okay, it's an Orc Resto Shaman. They both are playing Trinket, and the Shaman has Earth Shield. So we're gonna go pop quiz on the Death Knight. Good. I feel like I'm like Dora the Explorer or something. Full sap onto the Shaman since he has that sap, and we're doing the full kidney shot. Tons of damage coming out onto the Death Knight, onto his trinket. Getting any follow-up CC on the rest of Shaman as we can. Get that full blind onto him, and he decides actually not to trinket. So this is one of the games, and I try not to put fluke wins in the YouTube videos, but this is one of the games that actually happens quite frequently. We're doing so much burst. He doesn't want to trinket because he knows he's going to get reblinded, or he doesn't want to trinket because he knows he's going to get kidney shot, and something like this happens. This is one of the advantages to playing Phantom Assassin, right? Our Vanish is a longer cooldown, but we're doing so much damage that to one target that they can just flop just like that through trinket or through some defensive cooldowns. And I'm just gonna fast forward through the rest of this game as we kill them, get a nice little ring there. But these guys are about 2400. We take them out in the opener, but of course that doesn't always happen, so let's look at some more games. Alright guys, in game number 2 here on Tiger's Peak Arena, going stealth, making sure we're all good to go. We are playing Phantom Assassin once again, as you see there on the screen. And I just want to stress this. We can't just keep resetting anymore with a 45-second cooldown Vanish, because the eyes are coming out every 2 minutes. So that means we only get like one go in between each eye. It's not enough to really force cooldowns. So now with the Thieves Bargain nerfs, with the huge damage from Phantom Assassin, we can really just make it work like that. Right away, Shaman has no Earth Shield. DK has Earth Shield. DK's playing Relentless. Shaman's playing Trinket. Keep all of these things in mind. Instead of CCing the Shaman going Death Knight, guess what? We're now going to CC the Death Knight and go Shaman, because the Shaman is playing Trinket and doesn't have Earth Shield, right? So we're going to get the full kidney shot onto the Shaman, popping Cold Blood, popping Dance, popping Symbols, popping all of my damage onto this guy, get that re-CC onto the Death Knight with that blind coming out, and now the Shaman goes down with the Blood Elf Silence onto his Trinket. So this was just a really nice game, again, where we get that trinket and we CC the trinket immediately. I'm going to actually rewind that if you guys don't see. So right about here, he trinkets right about here. I'm trying to pause it right when he trinkets, so he's kidney shot, trinkets, and we get the cheap shot immediately on the trinket before he can get the spirit link down. And he does go down, but we actually didn't see this is an ancestral protection totem, and it's actually going to res the Shaman here in a second. So we were like completely caught off guard by this, because we fought these guys like 5 times and he's never played this. We're like, what? Shaman's alive. So we were actually freaking out right about, or I was freaking out right about now. So Shaman's back alive. We thought we already won the game, and we just cloak, vanish, reset. Okay. The Death Knight's still playing Relentless, so Death Knight doesn't have a trinket available, obviously. The Shaman is playing Trinket, and he has no trinket available, and he has no Earth Shield. So now the kill target right now could either be, since the Shaman has Earth Shield, could be Sap the Shaman with a ton of CC, or it could be and kill the Death Knight, or it could be sap the Death Knight into another sap, into another sap, into a blind, into a kidney, while we're killing the Shaman. Kind of either way. The reason it's either way is because the Death Knight still has Icebound Fortitude. The Shaman has Earth Shield, so both of them are kind of like so kill targets. But we have eyes come up in about 15 seconds now. We have Cold Blood, we have Gormaz, and we're pretty much, I think at this point, deciding that we are gonna go Shaman. But we have to get a nice sap onto the Death Knight, nice cross CC, so it works out in our favor. So the Death Knight's kind of line aside me a little bit. The Shaman gets full sapped. I use Sprint here, Burn Sprint, sap the Death Knight, come back over here to the Shaman, doing so much damage. And with Cold Blood and Gormaz and 2 dances from 2 rogues, the Shaman is going to die 100-0 through Earth Shield. Those Earth Shield nerfs definitely helping us out here in this game. It's only 10% reduced damage instead of 15. So thumbs up there. Thank you, Blizzard. But we can kill a Shaman through Earth Shield if we pop every single cooldown and he has no trinket. Here we're playing nice and safe. Blind the Death Knight. Kind of just running, resetting for this next set of stun DRs. And I'll fast forward just for a second here as this game finishes out. But we just do some basic stuff. 2v1 at the Death Knight. And once again, we take the victory off of these guys. And that Shaman Resurrect Totem had us completely caught off guard. Alright guys, here we are in Blackrock Hold Arena against the same Resto Shaman Death Knight. I told you guys we're fighting this team a lot on ladder yesterday. We were fighting them pretty much over and over. I think they beat us maybe once or twice. I can't exactly remember, but it's always same thing that happens when we lose. It's we go all in and then we mess up a stun DR, or we mess up a blind, and we get found, and then like, oh, I accidentally cloaked too early and now I'm found with no cloak. I can vanish, but I have dots on me, so we lose, right? So it's something like a very simple mistake like that will actually cost us games. But if we play really precise, we shouldn't actually lose against these guys, I don't think. So sap the Death Knight. Okay, Death Knight, remember, Blood Elf, no Earth Shield. We're going on the Death Knight this game for sure. Sap the Shaman full, get the full kidney shot onto the Death Knight. He does pop Icebound Fortitude. Still doing a lot of damage into it, going for some re-CC. Kidney shot comes out now onto the healer. Have the blind available, but I just Trinket, Cloak, Vanish because I was getting so low. Full blind comes out. My rogue's actually doing some work here. He now pumps his Cold Blood, his Gormaz, Blood Elf Silence, getting so many cooldowns from them, and he gets the Trinket Link. So now we got the Trinket. We got the Icebound Fortitude. We got the Trinket Link from the Shaman. We have so many cooldowns from these guys. So once again, guys, it's the same type of style. We're going to reset here. We're going to get Cold Blood back here in about 30 seconds, and then we're going to do another big go from there. And at this point, we're pretty much going on who doesn't have Earth Shield, right? If the Shaman has Earth Shield, we're going to CC him and kill the Death Knight because he has no Icebound Fortitude and no Trinket. If the Shaman doesn't have Earth Shield, we're going to CC the DK and kill the Shaman, right? So either way, we're going to start with a double sap, keep them in place. Once they're kind of planted in place, we're going to do that long go on whoever we want. Fast forwarding a little bit here, we get the double sap, and we actually decided to just kill it through Earthen Shield. He gets that pre-Earthen, but Eyes just came out, so Eyes come out at 23:30. If we waited for that Earthen, they might got Eyes, killed us, and we already used our saps. We don't want to waste the sap here, so we decided to kill through Earthen. Since the Shaman does have our shield, we're putting all of our CC into the Shaman and just obliterating that Death Knight. So guys, it's really just a matter of picking the right kill target, right? Seeing who doesn't have the trinket, who's in the right position, who doesn't have Earth Shield, and kind of playing off of that and changing it up every game. It's not just like, oh, Rest or Shaman DK, we're going to kill the DK. No. You have to think about things actively and kind of go from there. I have a lot of CC for the Shaman. He eventually does go down. And like I said, guys, we got to the highest 2v2 rogues on the ladder. Very excited about that. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can thumbs it down and let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next time. Really excited about how the Xaryu merch ended up. If you guys want to cop one of the shirts, tank tops, hoodies, whatever, the link is down below in the description. And don't forget to subscribe.